So, you just picked up For Honor, you're excited to fulfill your medieval fantasies, but then you realize this game has more ins and outs than you thought. Hi, I'm Titanium Creep, and today we'll be going over the basics of For Honor, from duels to breach, blocking to mix-ups. I'll be here to teach you the basics of the game. Alright, so first thing I'll show you that Ubi will not teach you is parrying. Now this is something, like I said, Ubi don't tell you in the campaign or anything like that. Now how it works is, you press the heavy attack button timed with the enemy's attack. This will be punishable by a light attack if you parry a heavy, and a heavy if you parry a light attack. This is also how you counter unblockable attacks. You know, the orange glowy attacks, yeah, those. And now I'll be demonstrating this. As you can see, I get the free light attack off of it. I don't get a free heavy off of it, and guard breaking is not free as well. Just keep this in mind, because I may have accidentally did that. Now, on to the next thing Ubi doesn't tell you, which is feinting. Hold on, let me just stop this Jormungandr from hitting me. Now, feinting can work two ways. You have soft feinting and hard feinting. Now, soft feinting is where you cancel your attack by doing another attack or a different input. Basically, if I were to do this with Kensei, where I just did the same, what you would do to do the attack while attacking. So, do top heavy, but then I swap it over by doing what I'd do for a side heavy. And that's a soft feint. Now, a hard feint, I would cancel the attack with B, circle, or whatever input it is for PC, and then I do whatever input I want to do after that. And soft feints are relative to certain characters, like Kensei having this, or, hold on, this one. Yeah, those are relative to certain characters, but hard feinting is something every character can do besides Conqueror, which I still don't really understand it. It's his own little thing, but hey, that's the only character that can't hard feint. Now we'll be getting into the game. Alright, now with the different modes you have Duel, Brawl, Dominion, Tribute, Deathmatch, Skirmish, and Breach. Now Breach I'll go over in a little bit, but I'll go over the rest of them here. Now, Duels is your classic 1v1 mode where you test your skills out against other players in a controlled environment. Brawl is basically the exact same thing, but it's 4 people, 2 on each team. And Deathmatch is the same thing as those two, but with 4 people, buffs, and feats, which I won't go over feats in this video, but you'll learn about them, and they're pretty simple. I don't need to go over them. Tribute is capture the flag, but more complicated, sort of. Dominion is capture the point, just 3 points on the entire map. One has a bunch of minions in it, and the other 2, well, I don't know who's gonna be on those shits, but you better be ready to, I don't know, throw someone off a ledge, fight them, gank them, whatever. But that's just Dominion. And now Skirmish is basically Deathmatch, but you've got a point system. If you get the most points first, you can kill the enemy team for good, and then you win. And that is all for these modes. Now we're going to be going over to Breach. Now, Breach has 5 major things: protecting / destroying the ram, the health pad, archer points, the captains, and the shield banner. Now, I will go over each of these individually in an actual match with a friend who will be helping me. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Alpha TEM. I have my own YouTube channel.
Yes, you can go check that out if you want. Alright, now let's get into it. Alright, so, Breach. Now, the archer points are important for taking out minions on the ram. Once you capture or successfully keep them defended, depending on your team, you will have archers constantly shooting at the enemy minions. Like these boys, which you have to fucking kill. And these points, although they do take a while to capture, you will permanently have them if you capture them as a defender and attacker. And you have to capture a total of 8 of these if my mathematics are correct. So, yeah. Also, capturing the third archer point, or whichever one it is numbered, I'm pretty sure, I think, it slows down the cauldron pouring, and maybe regenerating, I think. Now, protecting and attacking the ram. This is simple as just keeping minions off of it and other players, such as this bitch. Very simple. And then you need to push it to the gate, and the importance of this is it will travel faster, and it will break the gate faster. There we go. I couldn't get the words out for a second, sorry. Now the health pad. This is simple and explanatory. It's just a pad that will give you... And that's all it is, pretty much. It's just a constant way to get your health back. Sorry, my controller kept dying on me. Now this is the shield banner. How it works is it highlights you and makes you slower. Well, it highlights you for the enemy team and it makes you slower. But you retrieving this and taking it to the specific position, whether it be the ram or the gate, will shield them, making the enemy have to hit the deal more damage to the ram or have to hit the gate an extra time. Now, this also gets you more renown if you're the one that delivers it, but it's not much, so it doesn't really matter, so don't fight each other over it. Alright, so the captain is something. Alright, now how he works is he's basically a little mini boss that when defeated, anyone that helps gets a hella XP and a good old fashioned uffs. But he's pretty difficult to deal with, so you better be prepared for that. Like that. See? He just whipped me in the face, and I can't do shite. And again, another thing is he purposefully waits for you to attack him before he pops revenge. And he's deadly. Like, really deadly. So, yeah. But if you're with friends and you're communicating, you should be fine. Which, I'm not communicating at all. Anyway. Alright, now you may be thinking to yourself, I'm ready to get into For Honor. I'm ready to do all this stuff. This all seems cool. But you're forgetting one part. Who to play. Now, the categories of characters are split into 4 parts. You have assassins, vanguards, hybrids, and heavies. Now, vanguards are the adaptable, easy, and straightforward characters of the game. They're not too hard to play, not too hard to but a little bit more hard. Not too hard to play, but hard to master. I stumble over my words a lot, so I do apologize. Alright, heavies, they can vary in difficulty, actual usefulness, or just anything really. Heavies have a pretty broad term, in my opinion. But usually they either have good defense, good health, or really heavy hits, or a combination of all of those. And these characters are usually the types that are going to destroy your shit with a single hit. Yeah, and that rhymed. Nice. Hybrids are rightfully named as they combine one of usually like 2 to maybe 3 different forms of character. Like how Lawbringer is kind of a mix between a heavy and a vanguard and all that sort of stuff. Then we move on to assassins. These are the fast attackers of the game. They can deliver out blows faster than you can say the word fast, but they do have very poor defense. They're the only characters that have reflex guards besides one hybrid, and that is Shaolin, which kind of makes sense. Let's be honest, it makes logical sense. But what a reflex guard is your guard goes down after a period of time. Now, the only character that has one that's any different from the rest is Gladiators, which goes down faster, but they're fixing this soon. So it won't be a problem maybe by the time any of you are watching this, or by the time you even get the game. Really just depends. Now, the other thing about a reflex guard is that means you're going to have to throw up your guard to parry or block something, so just keep this in mind. But these characters usually do have dodge attacks and whatnot to make up for it. Now, the other thing is, depending on your playstyle, might depend on different characters, but we're not here to get in depth with every character in the game. This is just the basics of For Honor. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope this did help you find out anything you might need to know about For Honor or help you jump into it. And if you want any extra help, I recommend playing the story mode, trials, and tutorial to get maybe some extra tips and tricks or even practicing this stuff yourself. And picking out a character, that's entirely up to you. That's why I didn't plan to script out this part at all. Anyway, see you guys next time.